Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we have a very important update out of the California House race District 13 between Democratic challenger Adam Gray and Republican incumbent John Duarte. This race is getting very close, and I have seen some reports that say either all or close to all of the votes have been reported in, with only the cured votes remaining in this district. So we are getting very close to a call in California District 13. In this video, I'm going to take you through the results right now in California 13 and just show you what's the state of things right now. Looking at California 13 at this time, we have some more votes that have come in, with Adam Gray, the Democrat, narrowly boosting his lead from yesterday by about an additional 50 votes. This after votes have come in remaining from Fresno County right here, 56-44. Adam Gray was actually able to net a few votes after the ballot curing in Fresno County, which did give a boost for Gray overall statewide. Right now, Adam Gray is sitting at 50.04% of the vote percent of the vote. John Duarte is sitting at 49.96% of the vote. A vote difference of 105,554 to 105,367. So this is a very close race. It is a under 200 vote lead for Adam Gray over John Duarte right now. And this one is very close. And there is still potentially some vote that's remaining, but based on the numbers that are in right now, we're looking at pretty close to 99 to 100% of the vote in. There may be some lingering votes that are unaccounted for, but it's looking pretty close and pretty clear that over 100% of the votes are in. We're just waiting on the cured ballots to be factored in. So this race is 50.04 to 49.96. A difference of about a little under 200 votes. This is very close. Looking at the votes that are out right now, just doing a breakdown of this area, Merced County is the largest county in this congressional district. It currently has 82,905 votes that have been voted on in this election. Adam Gray has a lead here of 42,652 to 40,253. And right now, looking at this map, I am going to look at the 2022 election where John Duarte did win and just compare it to the numbers in that election. So here is the 2022 map where John Duarte defeated Adam Gray. This is actually a rematch in 2024 of the same election from 2022 when John Duarte was victorious. He won statewide 50.21% to 49.79%. So also a very close race, a difference of under 600 votes, about, to be exact, 500 and about 50 votes a win for John Duarte. Looking at the areas, right now we see in Merced County, Adam Gray won here 52% to 48%. So it was a midterm election. There was a lot less votes. It was 133,000 in 2022. Looking at 2024, it's about 210,921. So there is a more votes in this area. And I think the more votes is actually what has led to a victory for Gray over Duarte, is the vote increase from the midterm election. Merced right now, Adam Gray is leading 51 to 49, a margin of about 2,400 votes victory for Gray in Merced County. Back in 2022, the margin of victory was actually, believe it or not, about 2,400 votes. So while there's less votes in 2022 than in 2024, the numbers are actually pretty synced up, at least in Merced County, with what the numbers are. Now we're going to look at, also I believe it has the vote numbers, yes it is. Merced had about 54,684 votes last time. Now we're going to look at Stanislaus County, the second largest county in this district, and just do a little number comparison. Stanislaus County was 52-48 in 2022, and it was won by Adam Gray, 52%-48. When you look at the numbers, that is about a 1,400 vote or so win for Gray over Duarte in 2022. So again, remember, about 1,400 votes. Looking now at Stanislaus County, it is a win of about 4,000 votes for Adam Gray over John Duarte. So if the numbers hold and Adam Gray does win this race, it's looking like the victory might have come out of Stanislaus County and the increased number of votes that Adam Gray was able to gain in this area in a presidential election year turnout instead of a midterm turnout. So that's very fascinating. Now we're going to look at San Joaquin while we're up here. San Joaquin County was Gray plus 7 in 2024, 54%, 46%, a margin of about 1,000 votes for Gray over Duarte. Looking at 2022, San Joaquin had a margin of victory for Gray, 53-47, only about 500 votes. So Gray was able to double his totals over Duarte in San Joaquin County, even though it is the smallest county in this entire congressional district. The extra 500 votes, when you look at the numbers right now, Gray only has a lead county-wide, district-wide, of about under 200 votes. So that difference is coming just from the difference between 2022 and 2024, not just out of Stanislaus County, but also out of San Joaquin County. So right now, in one county, in Merced County, the largest county in the state, it's looking like, based on the increased numbers, Gray and Duarte are actually running on par from how they did in 2022. But so far, Stanislaus County and San Joaquin County are both running more Democratic by raw vote numbers than they were in 2022, which could be a possible explanation for why Gray is leading a very close race right now when Duarte won a very close race back in 2022. So that's the three northern counties of the district. Now looking at the two Republican areas, where in 2024, Madera County, John Duarte is leading 57% to 43%. That is a margin of a little bit under 5,000 votes, about 4,700 votes in 2024. Looking at 2022, Madera County is 58 to 42, and it was a difference of about 3,600 votes. So about 3,600 vote win in 2022. And again, this is about 4,700 votes. So Duarte actually has about another, 1,000 votes or so coming out of Madera County in 2024. So actually, Duarte is coming pretty close. He takes away the San Joaquin County margin. He wipes that away compared to the other counties. But the Stanislaus County is still, that plus 4,000 is holding firm with a net gain for Gray over Duarte compared to his last election. And lastly, in Fresno County, this is one of the more Republican strongholds in this area as well. It's 56% to 44% for Duarte over Gray, 11,444 or 440 compared to 9,004. When you do the two, when you add the votes up, it's a difference of about 2,400 votes. In 2022, the difference here was 7,415 to 6,089. This was a difference of about 1,400 votes. So actually, in Fresno County, but with the numbers added into it, we can see that John Duarte is actually performing better in Fresno County than he did in 2022. So why am I bringing this up? Because it's very interesting that Adam Gray is performing better in the two most Democratic counties of the district, Stanislaus and San Joaquin. Coincidentally, John Duarte has also been performing better in the two Republican areas of the county, Madera County and Fresno County. In Merced County, the largest county in this district, things are actually going very, very similar to how they did in 2022 with very minimal differences. So why is Adam Gray winning and John Duarte is losing right now? What's the difference between the last election and this one? The simple fact is, even though Gray is doing better in the Democratic areas and Duarte is doing better in the Republican areas, there's just more raw vote totals in the Democratic areas than in the Republican areas. That's the main situation here. The voter turnout, again, 210,000 votes, 921. Let's just round up for the sake of argument and say 211,000 votes. It was 133,500 or so back in 2022. So you're having at least 70,000 more votes in this election than was in 2022. And those 70,000 votes have been enough to flip a 50.21 to 49.79% victory for Duarte in 2022 into what's looking like an increasingly likely, very, very close 50.04 to 49.96 victory for Adam Gray in 2024. And what is by far one of the closest House races in the entire United States in this election cycle. It is super, super close. And we're definitely getting very close to a call here. Again, it's being reported that close to all of the votes are now in. And it's looking like it's going to go Adam Gray's way. The Democrats will have a flip in this seat. But this is very, very close. And I'm almost certain a recount is going to happen. So we have to keep an eye on that as well. But that's the state of the numbers right now in California District 13. Again, just to remind you the stakes of this House race, the Republicans right now have a majority of 220 seats. Democrats currently have 214 seats. If the Republicans were to win this race, that would get them up to 221. If the Democrats win this race, that would get them up to 215. And it does need to be mentioned again that in the coming months, Matt Gaetz of Florida District 1, Elise Stefanik of District 21 in New York, and Michael Waltz, congressman from Florida, District 6, will be leaving the House of Representatives, and there will be special elections to fill those seats. Two of them are serving in the Trump administration. Matt Gaetz was supposed to serve in the Trump administration, but did not have enough votes to get selected by the Senate to serve in the Trump administration. So that's the state of the race right now, very, very close. And if the Democrats do hold on and win California 13, which it appears is going to happen, this is going to be a very, very close one where after those three are gone, the Republicans would have 217 seats for the time being. Democrats would have 215. It would only be a 2-seat majority for the Republicans in the House of Representatives. Insanely, insanely close. So that's the situation right now out of California 13. Again, it's just very, very fascinating. As things look like they're getting very close to the end in terms of the votes being in, it's very fascinating looking at just a very close race right now. I mean, what is that? It's under a 1% difference, or a 1/10 of 1% difference here. You look at just how close it is, and it's about a 0.08% difference in this race out of 210,000 votes cast. And looking back at 2022, which is also a very close race, this was a win of about 0.5%. So this is a very, very close race. And obviously this election is still going on, so it could be a little, I don't know if it's wrong to use the words like predicting, but I would not be shocked one bit if after this election, both Adam Gray and John Duarte do file Federal Elections Commission's paperwork to run for this seat again as both the Republican and Democrat candidates, because this is getting very, very close. And I think if these two run at it again in 2 years, it will likely be one of the closest races in the country again. So all I'm saying is this is a very close race. Definitely keep my eyes on it in the coming hours and days to see if anything changes. But something tells me this is not the last we're going to be hearing about this race for a while. Whether it's a recount or maybe a run again in 2 years, this is certainly one I'm watching for the long haul. So that'll do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give this video a like, click subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I hope to see you in a future video. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really, really, really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until Election Day. So I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.